This section is narrated by Diane Rideout Spriggs, descendant of Harry S. Rideout Jr. and Dorothy Jackson, former members of St. Philip's Episcopal Church. In 1885, the Locke House was purchased through a collaboration of various African American organizations, including the Free and Accepted Masons and the Odd Fellows, to use as a gathering place. After World War I, African American veterans were not allowed to join the local American Legion, so they formed their own legion, fittingly named the Green Copeland Post, number 63, which continues to meet here to this day. It is here where we will remember Charlestown native Martin Robeson Delaney. Born to a free black woman in 1812, Delaney and his family lived in Charlestown until he was 5 years old, when his family fled to Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, because Delaney's mother was discovered trying to teach her children to read, which was against the law in Virginia. As a young adult, Delaney moved to Pittsburgh, where he studied medicine, Latin, Greek, etc., under an abolitionist doctor. Delaney was the first of 3 African American men accepted into Harvard Medical School before student protest forced his withdrawal. He advocated for a separate and safe state for the formerly enslaved and worked with Brown and others to write a new U.S. Constitution that banned slavery. For decades, Delaney was globally recognized as one of our most articulate and effective African American activists. In and around Charlestown, we remember this remarkable man through the Martin Delaney Opportunity Learning Center, Martin R. Delaney Place, and the Martin Robeson Delaney Bridge. During the Civil War, Delaney was one of the most successful recruiters of free blacks into the Union Army. He convinced President Lincoln that beyond having African American troops, men of color should be allowed to become officers. Delaney himself was promoted to major in February of 1865. Speaking to a crowd of formerly enslaved people, Delaney said, "Do you know that if it was not for the black man, this war never would have been brought to a close with success to the Union and the liberty to your race? I want you to understand that. Do you know it? Do you know it?" Delaney knew of what he spoke. By the end of the Civil War, approximately 180,000 black men served in the Union Army, 10% of the total enrollment. In Jefferson County alone, more than 120 enrolled in the United States Colored Troops, following Delaney's words that, quote, "Our elevation must be the result of self-efforts and work of our own hands."